See, at the end of the day, I keep telling you guys, when they target me heavily with these adults, they'll eventually revert back to using teenagers and children. So the teens were standing there waiting. This is how I got on the bus I just came off of, and there was a woman sitting at the bus stop. Wasn't waiting for the bus because as soon as they had the police sirens, whoop, as soon as the bus came, she didn't get on the bus. She just got off the bus seat and, you know, looked at me and walked away. So again, you still have to see that I talk about the same tactic and same methods. You know, eventually, like I said, after exposing the adult perps, they'll start to use teenagers and children in targeting me. All right. It's kind of late for them to be out here, particularly when they're at school in the morning. All right, so where are their parents? You have a young kid in there too. He looks like he's about 10, maybe 9. So yeah. Just to let you guys know, right? So like I said, they don't care about these kids. They don't really care about these perps. I mean, the cult leaders and those in a position of authority that have, you know, created these programs and stuff like that. They don't care. Okay. All right. So again, showing you guys probably after 10 right now. All right. But like I said, this is what they do. And you know, the sad part about it too is that their parents are, you know, okay, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, what can I say, right? What can I say? Anyhow, let's see. What happened today? I forgot to talk about it. Something that I wanted to mention, but I forgot. Anyway, so again, you know, using YouTube to show, or not to show, but I was listening to some YouTube videos and stuff like that, and you know, they were talking some subliminal message about what respect and what have you. You know, no respect for police, which is hilarious, right? Because I say, do the police have respect for black people? Right? So you see, whenever, as a TI, I want you to always remember this. Whenever they try to say that you don't have respect or you don't have any sort of morals or anything like that, remember, what they do is that they do what is called dark projection, dark psychological projection, right? Meaning that their negative qualities and negative aspects of who they are, intrinsically who they are, negatively, they will try to project it onto you. Right? So I asked the question, so when they want to talk about I don't respect police, you know what? I don't, to be honest with you. Not all, most. Right? Did the police respect me when they drugged me? Did they illegally drug me? Did they respect me when they illegally implant me? Did they respect me when they try to use honey traps and neighbors and strangers I don't even know to try to accuse me of you know, whatever it is that they try to accuse me of? They try to keep me in this program of being surveilled and, you know, the whole night. Did they respect me? Right? No, they didn't. Do they respect black people? I mean, you're a TI, you're not black. Answer that. Answer that. Say in your mind and answer it yourself. Do the police respect black people? Okay? No, they don't. So again, I talk about the dark triad. They're more about totalitarian control or rule. You know, these Orwellian methods and tactics that they use. You know, they don't respect us. So why should I respect them? They're in the position of authority, right? They have to show more of an example of respect and leadership than I do. Why? Because they wield the ability to take away your freedom and even to take away your life. They wield the ability to label you, right, by just because they may not even like you. They may not like the fact that you have a nice car and you're driving, right? We see this happen with a black woman lawyer who they brought to a mental institution because they knew that, and because she was a lawyer, and she knew that they had stopped her, they were racially profiling her, right? So to avoid accountability, instead of saying, you know what, we're sorry for wasting your day, you know, we ran your place, everything is fine, you know, they decided to commit her to a mental institution. So do they respect me? Do they respect you as a black person? If you say yes, then you're a fool. Because the answer is no. Why? Because they show it all the time. You look at their history. They have shown it and they continue to show it. They just, in Florida, they beat up this black man over a traffic violation. They beat him so bad that his eyes were swollen shut. Okay, and then guess what? Then the police chief did, of course, whenever they do internal investigation, they will always say that they were justified and they were within department policy when they're not, when they have, you know. And it takes years of fighting to get their body cam, because they will put it off, they will deny, they will go through delay tactics over and over again. You know, like I said, this is why I know their tactics. I recognize when I'm out and they want to do this delay thing to, you know, get into that synchronization. Again, this is the military. The military have done this too. So it's not just the police, right? It's the CIA, it's the military, it's the NSA. Okay? And they know exactly what they're doing. They are causing chaos within the society because ultimately those are in power want to create a society so divided and so dysfunctional. And it starts with black people, right? They started with us. But it will trickle into other communities as well. And guess what? And then when they start to show these perps who they really are, then they won't be able to say anything or do anything, because guess what? They participated in the crimes that they committed. So they have them in what is called a catch-22. Okay? It's like you participated in targeting me and doing stuff to me. So if somebody does it to you, you can't complain. You can't say anything because you thought it was okay to do it to somebody else. Okay? It's what is called a catch-22. Law enforcement and these dark triads law enforcement are notorious. The FBI, when it comes to recruiting their civilian purpose, you know, they look for the most criminal element within the society. Right? That's who they look at first before going into the religious institutions, the churches, using those that are in law enforcement who are religious to recruit other civilians. Okay, yeah, I know their tactic. I know their scheme. You know, like I said, I may not study them individually, but this program as a whole, I've studied it, and trust me, this comes from their personality, right? Because you gotta have that type of personality in order to develop or create something like this. Okay, that's why I was talking about the dark triads. You know, I remember I posted a video on YouTube about it, and they took my video down. They took it down. I mean, it was a reaction to the video of the dark triad personality type. You know, and they took it down. It said copyright infringement, so I'm like, whatever. Okay, and that was a very good video too, because I know they felt butthurt, because this is exactly who they are. Okay, this was them in a nutshell. Okay, so anyhow, I will speak to you guys on the next Target individual program, target individual experience.